Every secret group has an enemy watching. Every leader fears the same nightmare, a spy inside. Hezbollah, one of the most secretive and powerful movements in the Middle East, believed it was untouchable. Layers of loyalty, networks of silence, eyes and ears everywhere. To betray them meant certain death. But trust is a dangerous thing, and sometimes the most dangerous man is not the one pointing a gun at you. It's the one smiling, sitting beside you, drinking tea with you, while quietly handing your secrets to your enemies. Tonight we follow the story of a man called Mohammed Saleh, a son of Hezbollah inner circle, respected, trusted, protected, but beneath the trust was something darker. Saleh is accused of being the most dangerous spy ever discovered inside Hezbollah. How did he rise so high without suspicion? What secrets did he pass on? And how many lives were lost because of his betrayal? This is not a story of battles fought on the streets. It's a story of whispers in the shadows. A story of betrayal, paranoia, and the kind of secret war where one man can cause more damage than an entire army. Stay with me. The story you're about to hear will change the way you think about loyalty and the trust. This is Denzel speaking. Welcome to the world of intrigue. Do not forget to subscribe in the channel and hit the like button for more secrets to get revealed. Hezbollah is not an ordinary group. It grew out of war. And from the start, it built itself in loyalty, secrecy, and strict silence. It's more than a militia. It runs schools, clinics, and armed units. Inside the movement, one rule mattered above all: do not betray the group. For a long time, the group worried about enemies outside. Spies, foreign services, and clever technologies were always a threat. They trained to hide, to whisper, to protect their plans. Still, whispers that something was wrong began to move through the ranks. That is where Mohammed Saleh appears in the story. According to reports, he was not a stranger to the movement. He came from a family known inside the inner circle. His father, people say, served in an elite unit called Radwan. That background gives Saleh a kind of permission, a right to be close to leaders, close to plans, and close to secrets. He moved through places most others could not reach. He sat in rooms where maps were spread. He stood near tables where names were spoken in low voices. He saw photos and heard the routes of convoys. He was trusted, and the trust, if the reports are true, made his position deadly. Outside attacks began to feel different. Strikes that hit safe houses, raids that found hidden caches, operations that cut off leaders in places only a few people know about. They seemed too exact. People started to ask, how does the enemy know so much? Was it technology, a tapped phone, or something worse, a person inside? Slowly, suspicion moved in the shadows. Conversations became careful. Messages were filtered. Officers began to test information by passing out false detail to see which story leaked. The tests were small at first. A false meeting time, a fake route, but the results were chilling. The enemy acted on details that should have been private. Investigators began to look closer. They paid attention to small things. Who moved between units? Who visited certain houses? Who kept odd hours? They checked phones. They watched money. They watched faces. Their work was quiet. It was the kind of work that waits, watches, and then pulls the thread. Reports suggest that the thread led to Saleh. He had chance after chance to see secrets. He had the trust of people who believed he would never betray them. That combination is what made him, in the telling of many reporters, so dangerous. It's one thing for an outsider to spy. It's another for someone from the inside, someone whose surname opened doors to pass on what he saw. How might such betrayal work? Sources say it was not always a single dramatic action. It could be small things. A name whispered at a party, a photo taken in a corridor, a route described over tea. Bites of information can be joined together. Alone they may look harmless. Together they form a picture. That picture passed to a carefully waiting enemy can be used to strike where it hurts the most. Then came the quiet operation that changed everything inside the movement. Counterintelligence teams moved without fanfare. They detained, they questioned, and a word of the detentions spread like a low fire. Communities shocked, friends confused. Some refused to accept it, others felt a relief mixed with fear. If one trusted name could be turned, then every name was at a risk. The fallout was not just military, it was social. Families watched each other, villages that once greeted each other openly now measured every smile. Meetings that had been routine became tense. The damage went beyond maps and photos. It reached trust itself, the glue that holds secret groups together. So why do some call Mohammed Saleh the most dangerous spy inside the movement? Because in the stories people tell, he was not an outsider who sneaked in. He was family, he trusted and was trusted. That level of access gave him the power to damage more than a few plans. It gave him the power to change how the movement thought about itself. When a spy hides inside, finding him is not simple. There's no flashing sign, no open confession, only small pieces scattered like broken glass. Hezbollah counterintelligence began with whispers. Why were strikes so exact? Why did the enemy always seem one step ahead? To answer these questions, investigators did not look for big mistakes. They looked for small ones. They studied travel patterns, who was always near sensitive places, who moved too freely between units. They watched spending habits, who suddenly had more money than before, who could buy things without explanation. They tracked behavior, who kept unusual hours, who asked too many questions, who seemed too calm when disaster struck. But the most dangerous clues were not physical. They were human. A nervous glance in a meeting, a hesitation when asked a simple question, a lie told too smoothly. These small cracks, when put together, formed a larger picture. Some sources say investigators tested their own men. They planted false details, fake routes, fake meetings, fake plans. Then they waited. If the enemy moved exactly where the fake detail pointed, then they knew a leak was alive. Each false lead was a trap, and each trap closed tighter. Step by step, the net began to close. Suspicion circled around one name, a man who had access, trust, and opportunity, a man who fit the pattern too perfectly. And when the knock finally came on his door, it was silent. No warning, no crowd, just shadows in the night moving in to take him away. The spy hunt was over, but the questions were only beginning. When the spy was taken, silence followed. No public trial, no speeches, no open confessions, no only rumors, whispers, and fear. Inside the movement, commanders searched through the damage. Every strike, every assassination, every failed plan, they asked same question, was this his doing? The answer were painful. Convoys destroyed with perfect timing. Secret apartments targeted with no mistake. Meetings ended in a sudden death. Each event now looked different, not as accidents, but as pieces of betrayal. For Hezbollah, the cost was not only lives, the cost was trust. Soldiers who once shared meals now watched each other carefully. Leaders who once spoke freely now measured every word. Families connected to the movement lived under suspicion, their loyalty questioned. A spy inside does not only damage operations, a spy poisons the mind. He makes people wonder, who else is watching? Who else is lying? Who else is passing secrets right now? And for Saleh, the man once trusted, the fall was complete. From respected son to suspected traitor, from a seat at the table to a cell in the dark. What happened to him after the arrest? The truth is unclear. Some say he's looked away, hidden from view. Others whisper that he faced the harshest punishment of all. What is certain is his name became a warning, a shadow that will follow the group for years. Because in war, a gun can kill one man, but a spy can kill an army. This story is not just about Hezbollah. It's about the secret war that never ends. A war fought in silence, in coded messages, in hidden rooms, where loyalty is tested and betrayal waits in every shadow. And remember this, the most dangerous enemy is not the one standing in front of you, it's the one sitting right beside you. This was the story of the most dangerous spy inside Hezbollah. Until the next time, keep your eyes open because the word of intrigue never sleeps.